So, you've probably seen headlines or wild debates online about the possibility of a China versus USA war, but I'm guessing what you really mean is a hypothetical conflict between China and the United States. Let's take a step back, clear up the confusion, and break down what this scenario might actually look like, purely for understanding, not because I think it's likely, or even desirable. First, the basics. The United States and China are the world's two biggest economies and military powers. The rivalry between them isn't just about who has more ships or jets, but also about technology, influence, and the rules that shape the future. Now, the hotspots. If you look at a map, Taiwan sits right in the middle of the tension. China sees Taiwan as a breakaway province and has ramped up military pressure, while the US, though not formally allied, is committed to helping Taiwan defend itself. In the South China Sea, things get even messier. China's built up artificial islands and military bases, asserting control over vital shipping lanes. The US, on the other hand, insists on freedom of navigation, sending warships through these waters to challenge China's claims. But it's not all about battleships and aircraft carriers. Think about the supply chains that power your phone, your car, your sneakers. Any serious conflict would disrupt the global economy in ways we haven't seen since World War II. Both countries are deeply intertwined, even competitors are codependent. So, what would an actual conflict look like? Let's imagine a scenario. Suppose a crisis erupts over Taiwan. Maybe a miscalculation, maybe a deliberate move. The first shots could come in the form of cyber attacks, satellites knocked out, and information warfare. Both sides would scramble to control the narrative and disrupt each other's decision-making. If things escalated, you'd see missile strikes, naval battles, and air combat over the Western Pacific. The US might rally allies like Japan and Australia, while China would leverage its home advantage, fighting closer to its shores with massive air defenses and missile batteries. But here's the thing, neither side wants a full-scale war. The risks are just too high. Not only would casualties be enormous, but the shock to the world economy would be catastrophic. We're talking about trillions lost, supply chains shattered, and a global recession almost overnight. More likely, both countries will keep trying to outmaneuver each other in other ways. Sanctions, cyber operations, diplomatic pressure, and shows of force without direct shooting. It's a high-stakes game of chess, not a free-for-all brawl. So, the next time you see a headline hyping up a China versus USA war, remember, the real battle is just as much about influence, information, and economics as it is about firepower. And for all the tension, both sides know that a real war would be disastrous. For them, and for the rest of us. If you want to dive deeper into how these global rivalries shape our world, or just want to make sense of the headlines, stick around. I'll keep breaking it down one scenario at a time.